Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another I guess it's not Transformers, Super Sentai video review. This time I'm bringing you one that I've been trying to get a hold of, trying to get to doing for quite some time now. I've had this for, I think, just about 2 years now, and this is the first time I've actually got a chance to get it shot and everything. And considering I've also got 500 subscribers recently, I figured that would be a pretty good time to do this one. So this is Jet Icarus from the Choujin Sentai Jetman, the 15th Super Sentai series, 1991 Super Sentai series, which is the one that comes right before Zyuranger, which ends up being what was used as Power Rangers. So if Power Rangers was adapted a year earlier, this would have been our Megazord pretty much. So right now here we have the 5 jet machines. We've got Jet Hawk, Jet Condor, Jet Owl, Jet Swan, and Jet Swallow. So red, black, yellow, blue, or yellow, white, and blue. Not pink, white, because they had a white ranger, not a pink ranger. So let's get on with this. Take a look at Red Hawk's Jet Hawk. As you can see, it's got the Roman numeral 1 right there on the wing on the top, as well as it says Jetman along the side of the intake. A nice bird. I do like this, how it's got the bird aesthetic clashing with jets. So we have a Hawk fighter jet kind of thing going on here. It does have a landing gear that is removable, so which also covers up the chest for robot mode, but we'll get to that in a minute. And he's got these little ports here, which you can double as jet exhaust, so he's got that going for him. Nice clear cockpit with an actual seat in there, which looks pretty cool. Not much else for him. He does have quite a bit of sticker detail, and he actually has some die-cast metal up here and on the chest emblem. Go ahead to jet machine. The second jet machine is Black Condor's Jet Condor, and as you can see, my stickers are kind of peeling. It's an old toy. Once again, bird aesthetic with a fighter jet. Again, looks really nice. He's got landing gear molded on, but it's not functional. He's got this wheel right here, but we'll get into that in a minute. As you can see, once again, another clear cockpit with a seat in there, and he actually does have quite a bit more die-cast metal. As you can see, these rungs right here are made out of die-cast metal, as well as the entire head, save for the clear cockpit, is done in die-cast metal, and those become his feet, which we'll get to that when we do. No jet exhaust or really any intake, so I don't really see this actually flying in its current state. But anyways, let's go on to Yellow Owl's Jet Owl. And as you can see, it's got a nice owl aesthetic, nice big white eye, funky little beak going on right here. Almost can barely even tell that it's an owl face on it. And the wings a little weird, so it's kind of doesn't help out all too much either. And he's got the Roman numeral 3. The white lines are supposed to be the Roman numerals for these guys, so that's Roman numeral 2, that's the Roman numeral 3. Once again, a lot of sticker detailing going into this. And clear cockpit, very nice. No landing gear, no molded on landing gear at all. I think he's supposed to be a Harrier type jet, so. And we have White Swan's Jet Swan, the 4th jet machine. And again, big bulbous eyes, big nice clear cockpit with a seat in there. Again, just like Jet Condor, as you can see, everything's quite the same except for the head. The head is once again die-cast metal, as well as these rungs on the bottom side. And once again, no functional landing gear, but it is molded on, so that's a plus. So you can at least have him it's sitting. And the only one that actually does have functioning landing gear is Jethawk. So, which right now it's not wanting to roll very well on the surface. I mean, you heard it squeak a little bit there, but yeah. Then lastly we have the Jet Swallow, the last of the 5 jet machines. She's got the number 5, which by the way, if you didn't know, this is one of those weird Sentais where the Blue Ranger was a female, so it was male, 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 female, female. So, but here is her Jet Swallow. Clear cockpit. There is a seat in there, kinda. It's kind of weird to point it out because of the way the screw hole is holding it all shut. Same with yellow. The Jet Owl. It's kind of there, but it kind of isn't. It's kind of hard to tell what exactly it is. So, and hers kind of has like extending wings, like. I guess you could use this as a play feature. This is for the shield mode later on, which we'll get to and when we get to the robot mode, but like how F-14s have the wings that will splay out when it's ready to fly, hers do the same thing. And yeah, once again, I got a sticker that's bothersome. So, excuse me, I'm trying to get over a cold, so bear with me a little bit. If I do sound funny or... So, this is also one of those mechas from Sentai that had a intermediate combination, but it's not like the Dino Taker from Zyuranger that Daijujin had to go into before, or Daijujin always went to before transforming into Daijujin. It's just, this is one that they've actually used a couple times to defeat monsters. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking Jethawk, and we're going to... No, we want to keep the landing gear on, that's right. But we do want to fold this piece down. And take the wing tips and fold them in. Just like that, and then collapse the wings into the body. And then take this top wing and separate it out. And it folds down nice and flat. We want to take this, open it up, and yes, you do get to see Jet Icarus' head. But then you want to fold these out, and then close that back up. So then we have Jethawk prepared. Next up we want to do Jet Condor and fold the wing tips up and collapse the wings in. Fold the red wing on the back of his jet down and turn that around. Fold up the landing gear and rotate the head around and then untab this. It's got a nice strong tabbing because it tabs in here, here, and in there. So it may take a little bit of force. And then just rotate this all the way around and then clip it back in over here. So then he's done. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the Jet Swan, because it's literally the same exact thing. So there's that, and there's hers. Set those off to the side. Take Jet Owl and Jet Swallow, because they do both do the same thing, and remove the wings. And take the white bit on the back and pull it up. And then you want to get your finger down in here and rotate that out. And then fold the heads in. Do the same on the other side. So just like that. And then we get to piece them all together. So we take Jet Condor and Jet Owl. Like that. And then we take these two and connect them together like that. And then connect them together like that, which it's very scary how these connect on, because they connect onto this one tab right here. Nothing else connects onto them. Just that one tab and that one slot. So as you can see, it does kind of wiggle. which I'm scared that's going to break. Considering how hard it was to get this toy. I'm really scared about that, but then you just clip that assembly onto the back of Jet Hawk, and there we have the Jet Hawkin, which is a bomber style type jet that the Jetman did use a few times in the show to take out their enemies. Now, unfortunately, as of this reviewing, I don't have a Jet Garuda to combine with this guy, so unfortunately I can't do the Great Icarus or the Hyper Hawkin, but right now this is the Jet Hawkin. Very nice jet. Again, no real exhaust, I guess you could call these exhaust ports, but other than that, I don't think I'd see this fly, actually. Then again, I'm not a professional at aerodynamics, so it may fly. Anyways, on to the Tenku Gatai, the Sky combination, as it is called. Gonna just go ahead and take everything apart and fold these bits back into Jet Hawk's body. And next what we're gonna do is take the landing gear, take that off, take blue and yellows, fold their heads back out for right now, and close this down. So basically transform these guys back into that. And for Jet Condor and Jet Swan, take this piece that we folded out and fold it all the way around and then clip it in that way, and that forms a foot. But then you want to also come under here, and I find this really neat because I haven't seen any transforming robot toy prior or post of this actually use a locking combination for collapsing thighs, which these little pieces right here act as buttons, and when you push that, it brings the thigh up, and that's gonna keep it locked. It's not gonna go in place. When you transform it back, there's these two little panels that are spring activated, and you just push them down, and then it goes down. I find that really, really neat because I have, like I said, I've never seen another Sentai mecha prior or post of this do that for a locking mechanism. And or do anything like that for a locking thigh, or to lock the collapsing thigh in for the transformation, or telescoping thigh, I guess it would be. But yeah, just do the same thing with Jet Swan. Next, take Jet Owl and Jet Swallow and take the little white piece that's underneath here and rotate it around, and that's going to be the shoulder joint. And then after that, you want to fold the heads in. And as you can see, there is no fist, but there is a red button. The fists on this mecha are actually missiles, which was incorporated in the show, which was pretty cool. I did like that they managed to do that, but this was the last Sentai mecha to, like, main Sentai mecha to ever use their fists as missiles. I think, I can't remember the Sentai name of it, but I believe the Stratoforce Megazord was the last one to actually use fist-firing missiles. I may be wrong on that. I might have to check up after I record this, but I'm pretty sure that was the last one. So anyways, set those off to the side. Next, take Jet Hawk and fold this up and fold the bird head / cockpit area out of the way, and then fold the actual robot head up out of the way and collapse that in. Once again, that is pretty neat how it all forms together and doesn't leave any back kibble, except for this design, but it's all flat. It makes a nice flat, chunky, or boxy robot, which I really like. Anyways, go on to finishing up the combination. Very simple how these guys just combine. I just like the overall transformation is cool, like the transformation, but when they combine, it's just simple. leg. Simple, I said, not kind of hard to line them up when you're trying to look at a camera. So, legs, arm, arm, and there he is. That is Jet Icarus, and a very nice looking mecha for a very bland looking mecha, actually. As you see, no defining details that show what it was made from. It's just nice blocky chunks that form a robot. It's not like Choujin, where we would have had feet that had animal faces on them, or later Sentai series where you could actually... Again, this was one of the last Sentai mechas to do this kind of thing, where it was a intricate transformation, firing missile fists, and honestly could not tell what the... Like, at first glance, could not tell what the machines were that made up the mecha. So, overall, very nice, very awesome looking robot. One of my favorites, but then again, Jetman was my favorite Sentai series of all time, so I might be biased in that aspect. So, just again, very nice overall basic combination, basic transformation. Posability wise, he does have ratcheting shoulders, and that's it. And weapon wise, he actually does get to use yellow owl's wings as a gun. Which is pretty cool. Also, take that off. Like I said before, use Jet Swallow's wings as a shield now. And there's this little piece right here which rotates, but it rotates like only so far, so it's not really useful rotation. It's just there to keep the pieces from snapping, considering how it transforms and everything. So you can actually hold it up as a shield. And real quick, before I get to the final weapon of the arsenal, I want to show off the missile firing, because again, this is like really awesome firing. Again, this is like I want to say a 3-foot table up to the wall. So it doesn't go the whole distance, but it actually gets some pretty good distance on them. And as you can see, they're both generic fists. Both of them can be used as either or. It doesn't matter. So anyways, lastly for weapons we have the Bergeronic Sword. The finishing weapon for the Jetman, or for the Jet Icarus. Very nice chrome sword with feather design on the hilt, and this looks overall really nice. I do like it when they manage to do the swords in chrome. But you can hold it into either fist. So that looks pretty cool. So again, very nice robot. I think real quick I'll grab O-Ranger Robo because it's the only one I have down here right now. To do a size comparison. So if you've seen my Zeo Megazord review / O-Ranger Robo, there is the two of them. So not entirely the same exact height as O-Ranger Robo, but it's close enough. It's good enough of a height. So for a mecha, like the standard generic height, I want to say. So there's that. Anyways. I honestly would recommend buying this mecha, although I can't recommend it for the price that it goes for. I got this off of Yahoo Auctions Japan a couple years ago, and I got it in box, and it was $200. So I don't know how much it is since then. Since I have it complete. I don't need another one, so I'm... like I said, I haven't been looking, so I don't know how much it is now, but I know then it was $200, so... just keep that in mind. But if you can find it for an affordable price, I would recommend it. It's very fun to play with, just very awesome. Trying to get it into getting it into the machine modes, and then the mecha mode, and then having the third combination is always a plus for any mecha. I love it when they get to do that. So, anyways, this is Retro Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review, and I will see you again next time.